Hi everybody, it's Amanda here, back with Pain to Purpose Coaching. In today's video, I'm going to show you several ways that you can be an outstanding woman to an outstanding man. Now, I know a lot of you are like, what? Bear with me. Guys, this video is not just for the ladies. This is for you too. If you are in a sea full of women all the time and you are attractive, you got it going on, there's a lot of women vying for your attention, this is also going to help you be able to scan the room and zero in on the person who has more to offer. Somebody that's going to be worth your time and attention, okay? And you can learn to read their energy. So today's video is for men and women alike, gays, non-binaries, whatever. It's for everybody, okay? But in this example, I'm just going to use primarily ladies and men, okay? So one of the most important ways that you can, well, first let's talk about this. So usually a high quality man is going to have a lot of attention from other women. There's going to be women at his work, women at his job or school, women at his charity organizations, women at the church, whatever. He's got a lot of friends and family. They've got a lot of friends and family. He's going to be around a lot of people. He's going to be very busy. And if you really want to make a connection with somebody like that, then this is going to help you a lot. One of the first ways to do that is to really ground down your energy when you know you're going to be interacting with him, okay? And here's the thing. I say ground your energy, period. It is good for you. It's good for your thoughts. It's good for your energy, your friends, your family, everything. It's just good to ground your energy. We are living on planet Earth, and a lot of the time we have a lot of things that take us away and up out of our head and into our other chakras, and we're not grounded. And you can't align the heart chakra and the energy of that energy center unless the lower three are in alignment and grounded. So, we get built from the bottom up, right? Not the other way around. We've got to have a good foundation. So grounding your energy is going to be key, and that way you're going to be able to tell, guys, when you look around who's grounded and who's not. And I know, ladies, sometimes we get really excited. We're like, oh my God, he's paying attention to me. I'm talking to him. I got to go through that. That energy is not going to feel safe to somebody that has to maintain a lot of the time around other people. If he's got it going on and he's successful, he needs to be able to feel safe. If you want a real connection, he needs to be able to feel safe emotionally with you. And I'll tell you something else. For years, they used to ask random people on the street, what's something that you want in a partner? He's like, I want somebody down to earth. How many times have you heard guys say that? They're like, I want somebody down to earth. And it's like, he wants somebody grounded. So there you go. Like, I know you've heard this before. So ground your energy. And if you don't know how to ground your energy, please write to me and I'll teach you how. Or you can watch a video on it, okay, on YouTube. Elizabeth Carson has some good ones. Biohack Your Life. She talks about earthing and grounding all the time. There's also some books you can pick up. You can get a grounding mat. You can do meditations. You can walk around in the dirt, all kinds of stuff. So ground your energy daily. It's going to be really good for you, period. So another thing is be completely unattached to outcomes. An outcome of a text, outcome of a date, outcome of anything, okay? I see a lot of people that are spinsters because they had this checklist of, if he doesn't do this, then I'm not giving him a shot. I'm not dating somebody that doesn't do da-da-da. They got to put me first. I see people say that all the time. And my question to them is, would you sign up to march in your boot camp? Does that sound fun? Does that sound fun to you? You want to date? Do you want to date you? A lot of the time they don't know what to say, because the thing is, you need to unattach to any outcomes, because I'm a high quality man. And if you're also a high quality woman, you don't need to be codependent in your relationship. You don't need somebody else to come along and fulfill you. You don't need, I know, I'm not saying you can't have an intention I'm not saying you can't have nice intentions and dreams and things like that, but I'm saying that if you approach that way and you start off that way, then you're going to get disappointed, and the energy dynamic is not going to be good later. I promise you. Detach from the outcomes, because if he feels like you want to liberate him from the responsibility of your happiness, if that makes more sense. You want to make sure that you are there, present together, that both people are there for mutual reasons, and that both people do what they like and be who they are, and that it's okay. That it's okay if he doesn't text. It's okay. These things are okay. It's all right, because it can be worked out later, and I'm going to show you how to do that too. But, just take away any outcomes and expectations. You're going to be happier for it. It's just going to be a good thing. Just enjoy and be present and curious and really engaged in the moment. Okay. The third one is set him free. Okay. Set him free to have cycles and invitations of space. Okay. So what I mean by that is you want to make sure that how can I say it? You want to make sure that you lean back enough that makes him want to step in. And I'm not talking about, now listen, a lot of us have bad habits around this one. I'm just going to tell you, a lot of people in grammar school learned that, oh, he's not going to text me. I'm not going to text him back for 3 days. And I'm going to ignore him, or I'm going to diss him, or I'm going to go off with somebody else. And that is not going to work in a high quality relationship and with a high quality guy and you being a high quality girl. That's not what happens. They don't act that way. They're emotionally intelligent, and that's crap. You don't want to have to trigger somebody else's neuroses to get them to pay attention to you. Okay. Nobody wants to shop in the Denny can aisle here. So you want to make sure that you are leaning back, and I mean, just a little bit, that you're not ignoring him or anything, but you're just allowing him to want to step in. And that's the way energy works, right? That's the way energy works. If it moves this way, then the other's following. Yeah. So you want to make sure that you inspire him to want to ask you to go places and to do things. And there's a certain way to do that. And one of the best ways to do that is to just be positive and to say things like this. Well, here's the difference. If somebody says, I wish you'd text me more. It really sucks not hearing from you all day. Or, God, you don't even text me anymore. Does that inspire you? No, it's not inspiring. But if you say it like this, if you say, you know what I'd really like to do is talk to you throughout the day. If you want to text me more, it's completely okay. I'd really like it if you want to do that. Leave it open. Give him a chance to trust him that he hears it, he takes it in, and that you trust and honor him to respond to the request. Okay? Men like that. They like to feel like it's their idea to do something. They like to create too. We are not just the only creators. Men like to create something. They like to build a bridge and build a bond and see that, when they really give their efforts, that you're really impressed by it. Give them a chance, instead of, like I said, you having your checklist of, all these things and him stepping up to do it and breaking his neck, and it's not going to feel authentic to him. It's not going to feel like a good thing. So allow him to be a man and step in and step up. And if he needs a few days where he doesn't hear from you, don't panic. Chill. Have faith and confidence and know that he will step in if he's interested and check you out and ask you to go someplace. But like I said, if you're kind of engaged with each other already and you've had a few dates, then there's nothing wrong with saying, I would really like to go away with you. I bet we would have a really nice time. You can say things like that. That's positive and empowering, right? So try that. There's a huge difference. Another thing is you want to You want to be there for him and honor his hero's journey, so to speak. If he's a high quality man, he's got a lot going on, he's probably busy, and if he's having to maintain all day long, in front of people, then he might need some place where he can just kind of just be himself and talk, that he can just say whatever and it be okay. And you're just really interested and plugged in, tuned in, turned on, tapped in, all that to what he's got to say. And ask questions. I'm not talking about asking all kinds of curate-like questions where you're just bombarding him, but ask him, like if he enjoys water skiing, ask him, what is it you love about water skiing so much? Tell me about this, because I find this fascinating. Just be playful with it and be really engaged. And instead of sitting there thinking about what to say next, just take it in and listen and be natural with your response, okay? It's really good if he can feel emotionally safe with you and that he can say anything and that you're not going to fall to pieces or you're not going to judge it or any of that stuff, right? You want to kind of cheer him on and just be, admire him. Like I said, ask questions. See him on his deeper level, okay? Another thing is, you want to ask better questions and have good timing. A lot of people kind of mess up with this one when they're dating. A lot of the time, they'll get on the first, second, third date, and, they're like, and the guy it might be him that asks, but I'm still saying, don't do it. If he asks, I don't really want to talk about that right now. Is that okay? Don't talk about it. I promise you, hold off on this one. If he asks about his exes, or if he starts talking about his exes, allow him to say whatever he wants and then just casually change the subject. You don't have to say, I'm going to change the subject, because that's going to make him feel judged and ridiculous for opening up to you. And you don't ever want a high quality man to feel that way, especially one that you're trying to get more of his attention. So just really flow with it and just, oh, okay. And if he says, well, I noticed you didn't say anything. Do you not want to talk about it? And I would say, I leave the past in the past. I really am interested in hearing all about you. And I'm sure you are as well as me too. But can we save it for later, or something? Just try to change the subject nicely, because that's a big damper and you get judged on it whether you realize it or not. It's subconscious. A lot of people do it consciously, but if you're sitting at dinner and it's the first or second date, that's the last thing you want to be talking about or digesting, how horrible your ex was. They were crazy and they did this and that. Well, that makes you look crazy. It's not a good look. I don't, like if I'm talking to somebody about one of my exes, I'll say what happened, but I'm never going to talk crap about them. What's the point? Even if they were crappy, what's the point, right? I was crappy too. We're all crappy. But just leave it in the past, because you're healed and you're moved on now. I hope that you heal your stuff before you get back out there and date. This is my number one dating rule. Work with a coach to heal before you are trying to date anybody else, because you got stuff you carry with you and energetic exchange. If you just got done dating somebody 3 days ago, a week ago, even if it's the same person, do not get back together with them until you heal your ish, okay? Handle it. Be a grown-up. If you really want a relationship, you don't have to, like a little kid, like, I gotta have it now. What is it? Veruca Salt. You don't want to do that. Take your time to do you, heal you, love yourself first, and then you can love anybody else. It's a beautiful thing. I'm actually writing a book about how to do your stuff first and then what to look for, okay? So, but like I said, just ask better questions and have better timing about it. Really, really enjoy your connection with each other and just have fun. Dating shouldn't be a whole lot of work, but if you want to stand out to somebody that has a lot of other people vying for his attention, your energy what was it? I'm going to go over them again. Your energy and being grounded is really important. Be completely unattached to outcomes. Don't have any expectations, just let it flow. Set him free to step away and come back in and respond and act and do. Make positive suggestions, okay? Say it in ways that inspires him to want to do it. The other thing is honor his hero's journey. You know, be supportive and be really curious and interested. And last but not least, have excellent timing and excellent questions. And if you need any help doing these things, I have a free one-on-one session for you available to everybody. It's confidential, and we can get to work. We can go ahead and it's not a sales pitch or anything. I know a lot of coaches do that. It's not a sales pitch. I sales pitch myself enough on here, so y'all know. So come on in, we'll talk about it, and you can get something that you can literally walk away with and apply to your life starting now. So DM me if you're interested in that intention session. And I love you all. Please like and share the video. And if you know anybody that needs this information, go ahead and send it to them. And I'll talk to you soon. Bye.